Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be showing you how to become the most hated player on Chivalry 2. Luckily, this comes very easily to me. Step 1. Choose the most hated class, which is obviously the Archer. So you have a few options here. I personally recommend using the high fire rate Longbowman. However, if you prefer a slower, more high DPS character, then the Crossbowman will suit your playstyle a little bit more. I wouldn't recommend playing the skirmisher if you're trying to become the most hated chivalry player, as they only seem to be upset when getting pricked by small projectiles. Most chivalry players don't seem to care that much when they're getting slammed by large objects. I'm obviously referring to javelins, you dirty dogs. Step 2. So, now that you've chosen the proper archer, you might be saying, what's the next step?
Bro.
Well, most people don't realize that to become the most hated player, you have to piss off your teammates as much as you piss off the enemy team. Now, this part should come very naturally to you if you have terrible aim like me. So, whenever you see an enemy, always shoot them. It doesn't matter if there's a teammate in the line of fire. I repeat, it does not matter if there's a teammate in the path of your arrow.
Is this Among Us? Imposter? Is this the imposter from Among Us?
The worst thing that will happen is you'll end up killing your teammate. Best case scenario, dome the enemy. Either way, a win-win. Anytime you see a large group of people fighting, make sure to loose a large amount of arrows into the fray. I guarantee you'll hit something almost 100% of the time. Step 3. So this step really helps confuse the enemy and irritate them. You're going to want to add flair to your fighting style every chance you get. I recommend you simply jump each time you shoot. This will help you get comfortable shooting in somewhat awkward stances. Once you master that technique, start to hit 360 no-scopes like you're making a trick shot montage back in 2012.
Shut up, clock in, and load up.
No way, dude! No way I just hit that! You know what? Just please excuse my cringe. We'll forget that ever happened. And you get the idea here. Get creative. Piss off the enemy by doing elaborate shots that no one should be able to pull off. Step 4. So this next step, you're simply going to want to utilize your environment and focus on positioning. From my experience, it's best to play behind your teammates and shoot over or into their heads. Essentially, let your teammates die first, and they can act as a buffer between the enemy's sword and your head. I'd also recommend getting high ground when possible. It makes long shots much easier. You'll also want to find cheeky head glitches or places to shoot from, which will make it much harder for ballista users or other enemy archers to hit you. Some people also might not know this, but you can also get kills by shooting down hanging objects like lanterns, bodies, or chandeliers. I'm sorry, teammate. I'm sorry, buddy. Almost any object that is suspended can be shot down, which will deal damage to anyone unlucky enough to get hit by the falling object. Step 5. The last and final step is to humiliate the enemy and add insult to injury. The simplest way to do this is to teabag the enemy and cut off any body part which can be used as a weapon. It honestly doesn't matter if the fight was a 1v1 or a 5v1 situation. Always teabag the enemy, even if you did very little or no damage. And remember to drop the easy on them at the end of the game, even if you lose. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and in all seriousness, for the love of God, don't play like this, please. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have an amazing day. Easy, bro, easy.